It all began with a single image. A photo surfaced online on October 9th, 2025. Blurry, grainy, and yet powerful enough to ignite chaos across the internet. The picture, allegedly showing BTS's Jimin with actress Song Do-eun, spread like wildfire. Within hours, hashtags like #JiminDatingRumor, #SongDoeun, and #ProtectJimin climbed the worldwide trends on X, formerly Twitter. Some fans said it was fake, pointing out that the lighting looked off, that Jimin's face seemed slightly warped, that the proportions didn't match his usual build. But others weren't so sure. "It looks too real," one user wrote. "If this is edited, it's the best Photoshop work I've ever seen." Suddenly, the photo wasn't just an image. It was a question, a storm, a spark that reignited one of the oldest conversations in K-pop. How much of an idol's personal life belongs to the public? ARMY's, BTS's global fandom, reacted in waves: confusion, frustration, and above all, protectiveness on Weverse. Jimin's fan community was flooded with messages of support. "Even if it's true, he deserves happiness," one fan wrote. Another replied, "He's given us 10 years of his youth. Let him have peace." But on Korean portals like NatePan and the conversation took a darker turn. Anonymous users dissected the image pixel by pixel, comparing outfits, backgrounds, even ear shapes, to past photos of Jimin and Song Do-eun. A few users went further, accusing media outlets of deliberately circulating the photo to tarnish BTS's reputation ahead of their anticipated 2026 comeback. Recently confirmed by HYB, IT was no longer just about a picture. It was about trust, about who controls the narrative when the internet starts talking faster than the truth can move. Perhaps the most intriguing part of the story was the silence. HYB, Jimin's label, did not issue any official statement. No clarification, no denial, no confirmation. That silence only deepened the mystery. Fans began to ask, was this part of a bigger media strategy? Or did HYB simply not want to draw attention to it? Korean journalists pointed out that big hit music often avoids addressing personal life rumors unless they become severe. In the past, similar issues involving BTS members were left unaddressed, and over time, the noise faded. But this time, things felt different. Because the internet in 2025 isn't the same as it was in 2018 or 2019. AI image generation, deepfakes, and digital manipulation have blurred the line between what's real and what's not. As chaos surrounded Jimin, another BTS member's name began to rise in the search trends. Jungkook, not because he was involved, but because of how he reacted. He didn't. While headlines speculated about Jimin's relationship, Jungkook continued with his brand promotions, Calvin Klein photo shoots, and quiet studio work. He posted nothing dramatic, said nothing controversial, and seemed to embody the calm at the center of the storm. Fans noticed. Jungkook is showing us how to handle rumors. By living your truth, one ARMY posted, another wrote, he knows the power of silence. He's been through it himself. Indeed, Jungkook had faced his own share of rumors in the past. From dating speculations to privacy invasions, he had learned that speaking out often only feeds the noise. His quiet strength now served as a mirror, showing fans that sometimes peace is the loudest protest. This wasn't the first time Jimin and Song Do-eun's names had been linked. By past years, fans had noticed coincidental social media posts, similar locations, and shared brand items. But nothing was ever confirmed. Song Do-eun, an actress known for her roles in K-dramas and indie films, had always maintained silence about her personal connections. Yet, her name keeps reappearing whenever a rumor about Jimin resurfaces, as though the internet refuses to let the story die. What makes this particular incident unique, however, is timing. Both Jimin and Jungkook had only recently been discharged from military service. Fans were anticipating fresh beginnings, new music, and renewed group activity. The sudden resurfacing of a dating scandal felt almost too coincidental. The outpouring of support for Jimin was immediate and immense. On Twitter/X, the #ProtectJimin trended worldwide for over 12 hours. Fans shared emotional messages defending his right to privacy. "We don't care who he dates. We care about his safety and mental health. Stop spreading edited pictures. Real fans don't feed lies." Fan bases from countries like Indonesia, Japan, the US, and Brazil coordinated a digital campaign urging media outlets to stop circulating unverified content. Some even sent legal complaint emails to Korean entertainment news portals demanding retraction of false reports. Their collective voice became the shield Jimin couldn't raise himself. It was the kind of love that comes only from a decade-long bond, the relationship between BTS and ARMY that transcends gossip. Beyond the headlines, this controversy opened a larger discussion. What happens when technology makes privacy impossible? In an era of AI-generated images and deepfake videos, fans and experts alike began to question how idols can protect their identities. Entertainment lawyers told Korean media that cases like this blur ethical and legal boundaries, because if an image is fake but believable, how do you fight it? Some fans urged HYB to adopt stricter AI monitoring systems, while others said, "It's time to educate audiences about digital literacy and media responsibility." What used to be just gossip has evolved into a crisis of truth. And for global stars like Jimin and Jungkook, that means living every day under a magnifying glass that never turns off. In private, those close to BTS know that Jungkook and Jimin share a bond deeper than brotherhood. Both are the youngest members during their training years. Both experience public scrutiny, and both rely on art to express what words can't. Fans recalled how Jungkook once defended Jimin during a live stream in 2019, saying, "Jimin Hyung has one of the kindest hearts I've ever known. Don't let others decide who he is." That memory resurfaced now, circulating on social media as a reminder of their connection. Jungkook's silence this time didn't come from indifference. It came from respect. He knew that Jimin didn't need someone to speak for him. He needed someone who understood him. Weeks have passed since the viral image first appeared, and still, there is no confirmation, no statement from Jimin, Songda-eun, or HYB. But the internet has already moved on. The storm that once filled timelines and comment sections has started to fade into whispers. Some call it proof that it was all fake. Others say it's just another example of how quickly public attention shifts. But one truth remains. Jimin's reputation survived. His fans, his artistry, and his bond with Jungkook and the rest of BTS remain unshaken. Even amidst the noise, Jimin's silence, paired with Jungkook's calm presence, became its own kind of statement. It was as if the two of them had agreed, wordlessly, let the world talk. We'll keep living. As October 2025 draws to a close, the rumor that once dominated headlines now exists only as a digital ghost, another page in the long story of BTS's life in the spotlight. But something deeper remains to question that fans, critics, and even journalists can't stop asking. When will we learn to separate the person from the performance? Because behind the photos, the glamour, and the fame, there are two young men, Jimin and Jungkook, still learning to breathe in a world that never stops. Watching, and maybe, just maybe, the real story isn't about a photo at all. It's about the power of silence, the strength of friendship, and the unbreakable faith that millions of fans continue to have in them.